Today, we're looking at optical illusions. Make sure you subscribe, let's get into it. If you look at the red ring going in a circle, you'll notice every time it matches with the outline, it stops. It stops there and there. It stops for a split second, right? But what if I told you it's not stopping at all? Your eyes are playing a trick on you. If I take out the blue, you'll see the red is actually moving continuously without stopping. But when you add the blue, your brain kind of wants the red to stop, so it does. That's weird. There's only 3 dots at a time, at all times. The 2 stay, and the one on the outside, they change back and forth. But if you stare long enough at the 2 in the center, in your peripheral vision, it looks like there's still an outline of the other dot. Every time the outer ones switch, it leaves like an outline. It looks kind of like yellowy. I don't know what color you would, kind of like a peach color? This is the same concept, might be easier to see in this one. There's only 2 dots at a time, but they switch corners. And if you look in the center of all 4, kind of imagine there's a dot in the center of them. It looks like there's still the other 2, but they're like a different color. I love root beer. This one, it looks like we have a bunch of ducks. It looks like they're ducks, and a bunch of lines. And it looks like they're moving kind of slowly. They're moving slowly, and they're kind of stopping every few seconds. But actually, if I take out the grid or the lines in the background, they're actually moving very smoothly, but the lines kind of disrupt your vision. What is this one? Oh, is this just supposed to look 3D? I mean, it looks cool. I don't think it's supposed to really do anything, but it's cool. All right. Whoa! If you follow the dot, the red and the blue dot, it looks like the lines on the outside are kind of moving. They're not moving, they're staying still, but focus on the dot. When it goes to the left, it looks like the lines are expanding, like that. And when it goes to the right, it looks like they're coming closer together, but they're not moving at all. Whoa. Stare at the very center of these rings and try not to blink. I'm gonna count down from 10, and then look around you. Everything is gonna look like it's moving. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look around you, everything looks like it's moving. Whoa, that's weird. That's awesome though. Have a break, relax, we're not done yet. Thank you. This one's cool because you see a bunch of black squares and white lines, but it kind of looks like there's gray dots everywhere in between, but there are no gray dots. If you look carefully, try to look at any of the dots. Once you look there, it's gone. So it's like, it makes you think there's gray dots, but when you actually try to look for them, look all around. There's no actual gray dots. Oh gosh, this is like the same thing, but this one's crazy. It looks like there's dots blinking. Some white, some gray. That is so confusing because it looks like there's dots that are white and also there's black dots, but then when you try to look for the black dots, they're all white. Like look around at all the different dots. They're all white, but for a second, it looks like some of them are black. This is called the vanishing dots because at first glance, it looks like you might see black dots on the top or the middle row or the bottom. But when you focus on one of the rows, it looks like the other disappears. So focus on the very top line of black dots and don't look at the other ones. It kind of looks like they disappeared. But then when you look in the middle one, it looks like the other ones disappeared. And then you look at the bottom row of dots and it looks like the other ones disappeared. This is confusing my eyeballs. If you've made it this far, like the video, comment the word dot and subscribe. I don't know what this one does, but it looks cool. Whoa, you can move it. I don't know what it's meant to do, but it looks cool, I guess. This one says just to look at the shapes. Just look at all the dots, look at the patterns. What am I looking at? What's going on? Whoa. Some of these, they don't do anything crazy to you, but it's still cool to look at. If I were to ask you which square, the one on the left or the one on the right, which one is darker? You'd obviously say the one on the left, right? It looks like a significantly darker shade of gray than the shade of gray on the right, but they're actually the same color. The only reason the square on the left looks darker is because it has a lighter background. So because of contrast, it makes it look like they're different, but they're actually the exact same shade of gray. Let me see if I can change it to show you. Because look, if I change the backgrounds to switch, now it looks like the left one's lighter and the right one is darker. So here we have a circle that's obviously a different shade of gray as the background. If it was the same color, we wouldn't even see a circle. It would all blend, right? But when I take this ring over it, oh my gosh, there was one over there too. As I take it over, now it looks like they're the same color. The gray inside and the gray outside are identical. But then this one looks darker. But look, if I move it over there, same thing happens. But they're obviously a different color because how would you see the circle if they were the same? That's so confusing. So the 2 circles are blinking different colors. But as the veil uncovered, they're actually blinking exactly the same. Watch, wait for it, wait for it. Boom. They're perfectly in unison. But for whatever reason, when you see a different background, it looks like they're pulsating opposite colors. Like look, as soon as the backgrounds cover, your eyes think they're, what? They look offset, but they're actually going at the same exact speed. What is happening? So we start with the square and add a bunch of squares, and it becomes like a tunnel. And what it's saying is that a large X will appear. It'll look like there's an X, but it doesn't actually exist. It's just a bunch of squares really zoomed out. Or is that zoomed in? I can't tell. Zoomed out. And it looks like there's an X, but there is no X. It's literally just a bunch of squares. That's crazy. So the green on the right significantly looks darker than the green on the left, but they're actually the same shade of green. But because the green on the left is on the black line and you have the white around it, it looks lighter. And then this green on the right looks darker because it's on the white. So because of contrast, my brain is melting. This is so weird. Square A is definitely darker than square B, right? Square B literally has a shadow over it, but it's still lighter. Square A is much darker. But if I crop everything else out, A and B are the same color. How are they this? They look so different. What? Okay, so this says click the button that says flicker and stare at the green plus. So I'll click flicker. You just have to stare at the green plus. Do not look away from it. Okay, and then the wheels are gonna disappear, but we're still gonna see them. Stare at the plus, don't take your eyes off of it. When is it gonna disappear? Right now. I kinda see it? I don't know, I actually didn't see it. Let me know if you guys saw the wheels. Okay, so here at first glance, it just looks like there's a triangle moving, right? There's like an inner white triangle and then a blue one outside of it. But they're moving exactly in unison. But if I slow it down, you actually notice they're not perfectly aligned. Like the white triangle and the blue, what? That's so weird, but it's going so fast you just don't even notice. Wait, but now when I take it back, now I notice. Whoa, now it's like squiggly. It looks like a wave. What? Wait, that's so, how? I can't unsee it. I can't unsee it. Now it looks wrong. It looks like it looks like Jello. Only a genius can see the hidden image in these lines. If you can't see it, move your device, whatever you're watching this on, away from your face. You might see it more clearly. If you see it, comment what it is right now so I know you made it to the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.